the kid to the Emporion.
That's not Shadow, that's Frak.
Right, close enough.
What do you mean? It's on the other side of the planet.
I can't pretend to be Thrak.
Yeah, he cannot pretend to be Frak, no one can.
And you pretend to be his child?
Can you pretend to be a child? Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to another session of Mystery Dungeon Pokerole. The Moonstruck campaign. Hello.
Hello.
Well, players, we actually made it. It feels so empty when Striker is not here, like this entire side of the table is empty.
You'll catch up.
But yes, players. Players?
Yeah.
Aries?
Yes.
Yes.
Aries, can I have a question? Why did it take you 8 years to respond?
I don't know. I responded right away. I had to say it like 6 times.
Mono, did he respond right away?
You responded after me.
Yes, which is, and you already responded slowly.
I don't know why my voice didn't go through.
Wow, this is a good start. By the way, I have very little resistance to thing right now, so please keep this as smooth as possible, guys.
Yes.
I shall.
I've had a very, very, very bad week. I've had a very bad several weeks, actually. So please. Anyway, on that note, what happened last time?
Alright, so last time we woke up in the tavern, went downstairs, said goodbye to Dotrix, went back outside into the town. That was pretty much right as we started, Talt showed up, so Aggron actually reappeared pretty much right away. But we decided, alright, we're gonna pick up where we left off on his little mission that we were on. He got his little ice crown tiara ready, and we headed into exactly where we knew that they were going to be anyway. But we took our time. So we started making our way towards the guild hall, taking our time, visiting the shops along the way, buying a little bit of food here, getting breakfast, and just enjoying the general vibe of the city. As we were going, someone handed us a newspaper. It was actually, weirdly enough, a newspaper from Treasure City, but it still had news from here as well. And it mentioned that they were doing a event coming up here soon, a water, ground, and air race.
Marathon race. Yeah, a marathon race thing.
I think they call that a triathlon.
Yes.
Yes, that's the word.
They're doing a triathlon race, and it's all going to be hosted by the DNA looking dude. Hi, Talt. I forget his name.
How did you forget his name? Wow, Chilling Adventure is not even called yet.
Oh, I remember Chilling Adventure in detail. It's just I'm really bad with names.
What's my name?
Wow.
Fingusa.
What's my name?
Oh, actually, Michael. Haha, I remembered
Mike.
that one.
Disgusting. He says he's bad with names. He remembers my real life name that I never use.
I mean, I can't complain. I also don't remember their name.
You were not there.
Exactly. That's why I don't remember it.
Deoxys. That's the name.
Motherfucker looked it up.
Maybe.
We heard the clickety cluckies.
I just put in DNA Pokemon and it popped up.
Wow, there's only 2 Pokemon I can think of that would fit that. So yeah.
Wait, isn't he Renee or something?
Whoa, what was that? Did you hear that, Aries?
I did.
What the fuck?
What happened?
You turned into like you turned into Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Oh. Weird.
Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
But anyway, so yes, the newspaper said that triathlon is going to be hosted by Deoxys. And there's already tons of teams participating. We kind of heard a little bit of chatter amongst the Pokemon that were interested in the town, and some of them were mentioning that they think there's not really much of a point in joining because apparently there's some like star team that's going to be participating as well. We didn't exactly catch exactly who it is, but we have an inkling of an idea. We eventually made our way up to the actual guild hall. We approached and the drawbridge was up. We were confused. There was, I think it was a bell that we had to ring to get them to lower the drawbridge. Something like that. And they lowered the drawbridge for us. Oh God, why am I so bad with names? What was Skarmory, that's her name. Skarmory came out to pretty much just say, hey, yo, what's up? What are you guys doing here? We pretty much just said, oh, yeah, we're looking for a Pokemon that's in your guild. He has something that we need to talk to him about. What was his name now? Yay, I gotta remember all the names.
Defeated by his memory.
Yes, defeated by my own memory.
Napoleon?
Snivy.
Snivy?
It was, yeah, so we need to talk to Snivy. He's got something that we need to, figure out here. And she's like, oh, okay. She sent for him. Out came Snivy's team with the Minchino. That's when we found out that the leader of the team, Minchino, is actually the mate that was, excuse me, sorry, my voice tried to give out on me there. Minchino was, yes, I'm okay. Minchino was actually the mate of the Snivy that was detailed to us in the messages back and forth that we had sent in Wondermail up to this point. And honestly, that's actually freaking adorable. He made it into a necklace for her, the leaf stone. And so we tried to get Leafeon to come out and say hello and, show her head and get this figured out. She didn't show. So we had to literally convince her to just at least poke her head out to say, hey, there's a powerful ghost type in here, like crazy powerful. Yeah, I'm good. And she popped right back into the tiara. So we're like, oh, okay, we'll go outside. We asked them to come outside with us. They were still a little bit hesitant because we're big and scary, but they came outside anyway. We put the tiara down, and after she was outside the building, Leafeon popped out of the tiara, walked up to Minchino. Minchino was probably very intimidated. She reached up and touched the leaf stone on her necklace, and out popped a little Eevee, Spirit Eevee. It was adorable. They reunited. They said thank you wordlessly because they actually can't project sound. And then they just walked off happily into the sunset. And then after that, we were like, okay, well, that's all we needed to do there. And then we decided, we pretty much said our goodbyes and thanked everyone, for helping us out. And then, I don't remember exactly why, but we actually had to do a thing where Sylveon and Skarmory were talking a little bit. I think we had to get some information from them.
That was me, because I realized, hey, I never actually learned the name of this guild. So I went inside, and these two were talking, and I'm like, hey, sorry to interrupt, but what's the name of the guild? I I realized I didn't actually ask that before.
Right.
And then like,
What a weird way. That is so weird to like return it. Oh, actually, what's the name of your guild?
I mean, how would you have done it?
Ask when you were there.
I forgot.
That is so awkward.
Just yeah, we're gonna report you to the FCC.
The fuck is SCC?
Oh, don't you worry about it.
That's a threat.
Yeah, like first striker in chat is like I know your whole name, and then you are like, we are gonna report you to something called SCC, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on today?
Well,
Yeah, so
F as in Foxtrot,
Hearth-
FCC.
Yeah, they're the Hearth Guild, in Lively Town. By the way, the team we met before, the one of the whole Minccino thing, that's Team Tails, because they have tails. Consisting of Minccino, Snivy, and Caterpie. Caterpie was a bit just terrified in all of this.
You are wondering why?
Yeah. And they're like, so we did also offhandedly mention, oh, you guys are bronze team. We're also bronze rank.
Oh my god.
And they're just like, oh my god, we are so far behind compared to this other guild. Yeah, so then we decided to go back and enjoy the rest of the day. Closer was not comfortable with the city. Too many Pokemon, too much hustle and bustle. He was riding on Aggron until I offered to just say, hey, you want to kind of just blow this joint? I'll go fly us somewhere. And yeah, we went separate ways, agreeing to meet up later tonight.
Yep.
I'll let you do your thing now, or we'll get back to my thing later.
Okay. Yeah. So me and Aggron pretty much just wandered around town a little bit and ended up finding the blacksmith where, as it turns out, Empoleon, aka Thrax's old character, works now. We kind of just explored the shop a little bit, looked around in there, and talked to them, figured out what they can do, and if there's any like services that we can use in there. We commissioned, well, after messaging a little bit back and forth between Mono, we commissioned some armor for Haxorus, and then after that, Garchomp was like, hey, maybe we could try to figure something out for my claws as well. And they're like, yeah, well, we've never really done anything like that. We only have swords, but I will talk to Empoleon and we will see if there's something that we can do, but no promises. And they were like, yeah, man, that's chill. That's fine.
I left Haxorus behind because I wanted her to get a bit more independence.
Yes. And she ended up attaching to our hips anyway.
Yep.
She's a follower, not a leader.
Exactly. I wonder what she would do if, like, all of the Haxorus in... Well, actually, I think there was only the one. If the Haxorus in her clan died and she became a Haxorus, would she step up, or would she try to get someone else to evolve too?
Who knows? That's something that, I would have to probably decide on.
That's fair. But anyway, so yeah, we finished up our shopping there and pretty much headed back out into the town, and that's where we ended it.
Well, there was a little bit more that happened on Mono's side.
Yep.
This sounds like a mono thing to explain, though.
Yeah,
Yep,
yes.
But also, I am home.
Hello.
Welcome home.
Also, can I just say something, Striker?
Uh-huh.
The thing you said in chat is like the creepiest shit I heard in a while.
Don't worry about it.
How do you know my full name?
PayPal.
Motherfucker. I don't even know what name I have on PayPal.
So I guess I know
Right,
a full name?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I'm using my real name on PayPal.
Ah.
We can learn his secrets.
Nah, it's my secret.
Could you type me the name, by the way?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
I am not like trying to be an ass. I just kind of am curious if I am actually using my real name there. If
Yeah, no problem.
If they force me to do that.
I'll DM it to you.
Okie
So, yeah, me and Cloudita kind of flew around a bit, just enjoying the sights. We eventually landed on like a hill type area and just talked about general things, nice roleplay stuff, about our home, about Cloudita's own interests and such. If he had any like love life things like Trumbeak did and Snow. So yeah, after some nice roleplay, we decided to yet again fly around a bit more. No random events on the beach or the sky. And then yeah, we eventually went back to the city. Aries, did you want to recap the thing you remembered that you forgot, and then I'll recap what happened when we got back.
Yeah. So I completely forgot because brain derp. There was one more thing that we actually did. We went to the dojo because Garchomp, as we were wandering around, my Garchomp saw the dojo, which was very Garchomp shaped. He was like, oh, let me go check that out. Walked inside, and just like we would have suspected, there was a Garchomp. He pretty much was like, we're closed for right now. Come back later. As soon as he looked up and looked over and saw us, he's like, okay, hang on, wait a minute. I may have some time. Like, wow, you guys are big. You guys are strong. I want to train you. And that's exactly what happened. We spent, I think it was like 8 hours learning moves. He taught us like, I know he taught me 3 HMs. And I think he taught Talt like 2? Maybe 3, something like that. Talt learned a lot. Haxorus learned a lot. I learned a lot, and we decided that we were not going to actually go into the proper dojo as of right now because we have a bad history with that, and we're not trying to burn too much time right now.
What? You don't want XP?
What were the HMs again?
There was strength.
Slash.
No, not slash cut. There was. Oh no, actually, it was strength, Giga Impact, Rock Smash, and I believe cut. Because I got 3 out of the 4.
Right.
And then after the learning session, then that's where we ended our bit. Now you can go ahead and finish yours.
So we eventually got back to town, and we're like, "Hey, let's go find somewhere to eat." So we found a nice little restaurant, and ate some nice food. I think it was spicy food. Turns out the food cost 100 Pokesh, so that was rather expensive.
It was like spicy soup.
It was.
Yeah.
It was from a different place, man.
Yeah. It was nice food. So yeah, as we're walking out, we faintly heard cries for help. Ran across a sewer grate and hearing a Pokemon crying for help. We desperately tried to figure out like how are we gonna get this Pokemon out of this. It's like we asked like, hey, can anyone dig? And then one child raised their hand, but the mother's like, no, and moved along. So no one around was helping us, despite us crying for help. We're like, maybe we should try an escape orb. Maybe we should fill it with water. We don't have any rope. Oh my god, we're terrible adventurers. We don't even have rope. Ran into a store. It's like, hey, mister. Ran into an adventuring store. Like, hey, mister, we need to borrow your rope. Someone's trapped in the sewer. He's like, oh, just buy it. It's like, but someone's trapped in the sewer. It's like, oh, I've heard that one before. Eventually bought the rope and went and saved the Pokemon. It turns out it was a young Baniri.
Yep.
Went to try and get a refund on the rope, and there was a no refunds policy. The rope was actually rather cheap in all things considered, so it's not the biggest issue in the world. So like, hey, little Baniri, what happened? And she's like, I've been stuck down there for 2 days. what was it? It's that Pokemon that has the big mouth on the back of its head. The Gardy names.
Oh no, he doesn't remember the name.
I remember the look at Mawile. Mawile? How do I say it? Mawile?
Mawile.
Mawile. God, I'm bad at reading. And they're like, all right. Any distinctive features? It's like, yes, they had the letter R in a rainbow fashion on a band. And 2 sessions ago, recap for 2 sessions, a powerful Pokemon tried to recruit us with the exact same symbol / logo. We said no. So we're like, all right, little one, let's get you home and keep an eye out for that Mallowine, or any of the other Rainbow R people. Saw a few Mallowine, did not see that one. Like, where do you live, little one? It's like, the orphanage outside of town. Like, are you okay with flying? She's like, I've never been flying before. It's like, all right, hold on. And we flew her and Clarence back to the orphanage. I'm assuming she. I don't actually remember if I wrote down the gender. I just assumed she for Baniri.
I mean, you could have checked.
Anyway, but I saw that Baniri was enjoying flying, so I decided to take the scenic route. Eventually landing at the orphanage. There's a lot of water fountains and features there. It was rather pretty sounding. We landed. We got swarmed by a lot of Pokids. And then out came this beautiful MILF. And
did you have to?
He had to. It's Mono. He's channeling his inner Trumbeak, now Toucannon.
Anyway, Clouch's jaws dropped, which is a pretty loud thud considering how big that jaw arm is. Yeah, so he's smitten with her. I picked up on it. She's like, thank you for saving Baniri. I'm like, that's all good. These are the people who did it. We'll try and find them. Also, do you want us to like come around the next few days to like play with the kids? Baniri really enjoyed flying. And like we got a big race to go to tomorrow. We're participating. Like, are you guys gonna come and watch? He's like, oh yeah, I'd love to. I need to watch the kids. Like, hey, what if Cloudser comes over tomorrow and helps you watch the kids? I mean, he's not participating in the race. Yeah, so I set up my man on a date.
I mean, you did kind of force him into that date. That was not on him. He would never ask for that.
Yeah, I know, but he's not angry about it. Yeah. They're like, all right, well, we'll see you tomorrow. Before the race, I'll drop Cloudser off, and then yeah. And then I flew him back to the tavern, and he's just blushing. It was adorable.
Lol.
Rolly did want to watch you compete. Oh, probably. Yeah. I look forward to listening to Finn roleplay 2 characters on a date.
Well, good thing I don't have to do that, because you guys are not gonna be there, you only see things from your perspective.
Well, we know things happen in the background.
Oh, yes, I already, I know I didn't have a lot of mood or... Okay, so I know that I've been very stressed out, but I do my due diligence and I do prepare for the session. It is the least I can do for the session. Now, I will be very miffed if you guys somehow find a way how to do like teleport to the continent of sand again.
Hey, that was Mewtwo. We all agreed on it.
Yes, but also you guys have a weird tendency of going off script a lot.
I mean, have you met this D&D roleplay / whatever group? When haven't we gone off script?
I mean, Summit is not here, so you know, at least that went down by like 80%.
Hey guys, you want to just throw a dart at the map at random and go there every session?
No,
No.
that sounds like Star Seeker.
Hey, he didn't just pick random directions. He usually went
You
with the
did!
flow. Thank you very much.
You literally did though.
He went with what options were presented to him. He went with what seemed most reasonable at the time.
You teleported to the final area of the fucking campaign.
I only wanted us to land safely. That's all he asked for.
Anyway. Oh, by the
yeah.
way, Strikey, your D6 is not on orange.
Oh, that's my bad. I had
So that I know.
like,
So that I know.
there you go.
Alright. So, is there anything anyone would like to add?
No, I think
Nope.
that's everything.
Alright, Aries, Mono, you both get XP.
Yes.
Yay.
Good boys. Headpads. Also, headpads on Mono. It's not common that I headpad Mono. Also, I only now realize, Mono, the symbol you have over there, it kind of looks like a symbol that I would use on like a Warhammer army.
This is the symbol I use for Striker's cancelled pirate game.
And Striker, what's with you and pirates?
Man, I don't even know anymore.
This is equivalent as icon.
Probably because my most successful and fun character to play was a pirate.
Oh, is the one you're playing with DJ?
Yes.
By the way, like, is DJ like ever gonna like do something with the campaign? I feel like it kinda just like froze over.
I don't know.
Cause like I have a good reason, even with all of the bullshit that I'm dealing with, right? I am making somewhat of a steady progress on my campaign.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for.
Yeah.
Go on.
All at once.
How do you
I
do?
he hasn't said anything to me specifically yet.
Anyway. So, who would like to start? We have the muscle milk group over here, and then we have Blushy McBlush Blush. So, who would like to start?
I'll start.
All right, Toucannon.
Yes.
You have gone with Clavitzer. Clavitzer is acting strange. He's acting very out of character because usually he's somewhat stoic.
Mm.
He also looks kinda sick. You're pretty sure lobsters are not supposed to be this red.
I chuckle. How you doing, buddy?
He just looks at you and just says, "Good enough."
You nervous about your date tomorrow?
He just sighs, doesn't even respond to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Inner Trumbeak. Hey Trumbeak, has Cloudter ever been on a date?
No.
Got any advice to give him?
Well, considering Trumpy doesn't actually know what his species is supposed to be dating with, he's just gonna tell you to tell him not be himself, whatever he does. Otherwise, he will fuck it up.
I'll say out loud. It's terrible advice. Cloudter, just be yourself.
He just looks at you and just says, I mean, I don't know how to be any different.
I ask Inner Trumbeak, what's wrong with himself?
Have you even seen him?
Yes.
That's not gonna work, you know. Can you imagine that kind of personality being with any kind of anyone?
Well, listen, I think she's probably stressed out from all the hyper kids, and maybe someone who's stoic and not creating noise every 5 minutes is her type.
There's gonna be a few seconds of a delay, and then you will hear there is no female Pokemon like that.
I just sigh.
He's living in a wild
Well-
pack. What would he know?
Lol.
Well, just make sure to like take a bath or something tonight.
He looks at this. I usually take baths. I take baths when you don't take baths.
I take baths.
When was the last time you took a bath?
When was the last time you hit me with a water move?
You know that doesn't count, right?
But it's water.
Anyway. So, where are we gonna be going?
I'm assuming it is actually pretty late given everything that's happened today.
It's actually only like mid-afternoon. For you.
I thought it'd been like, I thought it'd be longer if these guys' training.
No, when you are doing this, these guys are still becoming. These guys are still JoJo posing together.
I thought so. Hey, so you want to find the equivalent of the Pokemon police and report what happened?
And wouldn't that be the guild?
All right, the guild it is. I start flying towards the guild.
My fucking god, that poor guild.
Alright, you make your way back to the guild.
Is the drawbridge up or down?
It is up means that it's not the okay, it's up. So yeah, I got a little confused because in Czech. Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid, but in my language, both of those mean the same thing. When it comes to a drawbridge. My brain just fucking froze.
So in Czech,
Fingusa.exe Fingusa.exe has stopped working.
Well, because both of those. So up means Nahoru and down means Dolu, right? But for drawbridge, i.e. a most, both of those means that it's down.
Of course.
Well, I go and enter the guild.
Alright. You enter the guild and... Oh, it is definitely... It's not like super busy, but it's definitely busier than when you guys arrive in the morning. You can actually see that by now, that Empoleon dude is here, and he's currently talking to a horse on fire.
I will resist the urge as a player to go and talk to the Empoleon.
Nice. Yeah, he's talking to some kind of horse on fire, and he's also talking to a Staraptor that has goggles on his head.
I will see if the receptionist is still here.
Receptionist? That's not receptionist. That's a receptionist. That's an officer.
Well,
Oh, I'm not entirely sure if you even know the difference. Like what the different
I don't.
jobs are at the guild.
I don't.
Yeah, see, that's actually a big deal.
Yeah, because the other guild had a receptionist.
Yeah, but this guild doesn't.
Well, unless I'm corrected, I'm gonna think that Skarmy is the receptionist.
Well, Skarmory is on her purge. She seems to currently be going through some paperwork while, you know, just purging.
I'll approach. Excuse me.
She tilts her head and looks in your direction and then says, "Oh, it's you again.
Yes.
Did you forget something?"
No. I need to report a crime.
Oh, give me a moment. She flies down and puts the paperwork in her bag. Alright, what happened?
Apparently a Maliwai with the
A what?
rainbow R.
Mawile.
How are you
Mawile.
this bad at names? No, Aris, I'm pretty sure he actually knows how it's spelled. Moliwai, yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
I mean, that
Moliwai.
was me who said Mawile, but
Mobile.
Like, how do you not know? It's literally Mo and, like, extra letters. The Mo is in the name.
I don't know. I
Anyway,
don't know.
okay, let's continue. Okay, so you say Mobile instead of Moliwai. Molestia, why? I'm sorry.
Anyway,
now he's
that
just being a
Pokemon
giggly
that-
bitch about it.
Yeah, that Pokemon that I said.
That Pokemon I said. He's making it
So-
worse.
assaulted a Baneri and pushed her and pushed them into.
This guy just looks at him. Wow, this is really funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's reverse. Let's reverse this car. Okay. So Skarmory flies down and is like, "All right, let's hear about it."
Right. Well, there was this young Baneri that was apparently pushed down a sewer drain.
Oh, where?
In the city.
Oh, where? I will go grab her.
Oh, I already got them out.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently they were assaulted and pushed down there, and they were stuck there for maybe 2 days. They could have died.
That's horrible. But
And it's not like it was an accident.
But there's grates on the things.
Yeah. They apparently took the grate off and then they put it back after they pushed them down into the hole.
She points at you and says, "That's illegal, you know."
Yeah, I know. It's not safe at all. Well, anyway, that Pokemon had that logo, the R letter with the rainbow colors.
She rolls her eyes and says, "Oh, I know exactly who we are dealing with then."
Yeah. So I took Baneri back home. She's at the orphanage at the edge of town.
Yes.
If you need to get statements from her.
Yeah, so I will go there and talk to her. Though I first have to inform our guild mistress.
Alrighty.
It is
Sorry.
master in this one.
God damn it! Why are you playing two Eevees, Aris?
Because I can.
God damn it! Guild master. Not guild. Anyway, so I will inform our guild master, and I will go talk to the Buneri. We are probably gonna have to utilize her as well, to basically tell us that it happened.
I nod.
Well, thank you for the report.
And I'll keep an eye out for them as well.
She reaches for her bag, and she pulls out an apple and gives you an apple. Here you go.
Thank you. I graciously take the apple, and yeah, with that I'm just gonna head off.
All right. You actually see her, just fly off as well, towards the orphanage.
Yeah.
Robinson just looks at well, that was easy.
I mean, I'd be worried if it wasn't easy.
We should probably, like, solve our problems by just reporting it more often.
Then again, like, you don't have that many problems most of the time.
You know, good point. It's usually us who are the problems.
Yeah, no, I can't argue with that. I'm kind of worked up right now. You want to see if we can head to the dojo and blow off some steam?
I mean, I guess we could. Also, I don't know what else to do.
And again, we don't want you getting too roughed up for your date tomorrow.
Mono?
Yeah.
You're gonna feel a little bit of water being shot in your face.
But he doesn't have the move water gun anymore.
Yeah, but you can still squirt water without the move water gun.
I'm noting that down in case that ever comes up again.
Yeah, but like, just squirt, like, as in, not like shoot a lot of water. He's not like fucking shooting your face off.
It's like one of those middle school and high school water fountain streams.
Yeah, it's like when Squirtle was able to shoot water before he learned water gun in the show.
Yeah. I know.
It's like oh my fucking god. So has anyone here read the Pokemon Adventures manga?
Yeah.
Okay, give a second. What is that cactus Pokemon? You know, the one that looks like she has maracas.
Oh, I know that one.
Anyway, so that Pokemon,
Yeah.
right? In the Adventures manga, the trainer literally, they're in the desert, right? And he literally asks her to squirt water into his mouth. Even though she doesn't have water gun. Maractus, yeah. So yeah, like, even if you do not know the water gun move, you can still, like, shoot water.
Well, I think the idea behind that was because cactuses are filled with water.
Well, so yeah, Finn, they'll be heading towards the dojo, but I wouldn't mind rolling a random event for their walk towards the dojo.
Oh, you guys are walking?
Yeah.
You're not flying?
No, we'll walk.
You have the power of skipping, and you are not skipping?
No.
Alright.
Also, maracas can learn rain dance and has water drain or storm drain.
Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure that one didn't actually have one because the guy got it, like, really, like basically an issue before that.
D20?
Yep.
4.
4. 4. Okay. So Toucannon.
Yeah.
As you are traveling, this is gonna. Oh wait, did you? Oh, okay. So Toucannon, as you and Clavitzer are traveling, you are suddenly stopped.
Hmm?
You are stopped by a shady-looking Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Moment. Wait a moment. I have a question. When this event was happening, that happened to you as well, right? Like, you were in the group when this was happening to others?
Yeah.
Okay, question. Do you remember this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens to you then. God damn it. There's 20 events on this bitch.
So, ironically, if I had met them, I would have confronted them like, hey, where's that Mollywai?
Actually, yeah. Fuck it. Let's go. That's actually good. We can work
Call
with
it a
this.
Mollywile again?
Yeah, he
I did,
fucking
'cause
called
it's
him
just funny.
Mollywai.
Are you doing this on purpose now, Mono?
He always does it on purpose. What are you talking about?
I don't know what this is. This is like a weird thing. I don't know what's going on.
Alright, so
The name just gets me.
Heracross bars you up access and says, "Hey,
I looked at him.
I see that you are powerful. We are looking for powerful. Wait a minute, I remember you.
I point to him with my wing. It's like, you. I remember you too.
Never mind, you already said no." He starts walking away.
No, wait. Where? Wait, come back.
What?
Tell me about your group. I actually want to know now.
We are led by one of the most powerful Pokemon in the land. We are seeking the ability to defeat all of the legendary Pokemon.
Do you have a Maywild in your group?
He's trying so hard. Mobile. More.
Mowa.
More.
Mowa.
It may...
I went to YouTube and looked up someone pronouncing it.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be mobile. That's how they say it in the anime. But yeah, Heracross says, I mean, we may or may not have a mobile.
I'm looking for a good fight.
We don't
introducing me to them.
We don't usually fight each other. There are
How do you get strong enough to fight legendaries?
We go into mystery dungeons and fight Pokemon in them.
Tell you what, I actually am interested in fighting certain legendaries and such. Why don't you tell me what I need to do?
So it is rather simple, you just have to join us.
Alright. How do I go about doing that?
You follow me.
Alright, I'll follow you.
Alright. By the way, you do not have to quit your guild or anything. Some of us are actually guildmates.
Alright, good.
Good. In that case, follow me.
I follow them.
It takes you into the shitty part of the town. Okay, we're actually doing this. We are actually doing this. I cannot believe this. All right. So, Toucannon.
Yeah.
He leads you into into a building that looks like it's just a normal living building. It is. It has 2 floors, and it actually doesn't look like it's very much taken care of. He looks at you as he's about to enter through the door and just says, "Still, you leave, by the way. If you don't have a stomach for it, you should probably go."
But I am making note of like where this building is.
Yeah, it's so kind of like away from the town a little bit.
I look to Cloeter, see if he's cool with this as well.
He just looks at you.
I nod. Affirmative, yes.
Alright. I don't recommend talking to anyone except for our leader here. Alright? Until you are one of us, they will not respect you. And yeah, he just pulls out the key and unlocks the door. Then he goes through, signaling for you to follow him.
I follow him through.
Alright. So, on the inside, the building actually looks much nicer. There's even a carpet. On the walls, you can see like horns, teeth, you know, underneath there's in unknown language written, you know, what they are from. You can see that probably most prized possession that they have here is one of Lugia's teeth.
Oh. That's interesting.
But yeah, he leads you upstairs, to the second floor. And there is a, like, very obvious main, like, office door. He knocks on it in a very strange way. And then from inside, you can just hear, it's open. Yep. Heracross just nods to himself. He turns towards you and just says, well, go through.
I go through.
Alright. Give me a moment. I need a number for this. There we go. I finally found a number for the Pokemon. There they are. So, inside, you can see that there's 3 Pokemon. Sitting in a chair is Greninja. And close to him is Mawile and Honedge.
I do glare at Mawile.
Mawile is currently in the process of counting Pokesh. As you open the door, Greninja just looks at you and says, alright, you may enter. Let's see what you can do.
I enter.
Enter. Ah, interesting. Guess I'm meeting another human. You would think that would be more uncommon.
I'm just surprised you were able to tell so quickly.
I used to travel with a human. I have a special sense about it. Anyway, welcome among us. So you wish to join our little family?
Haven't exactly decided, but there are some legendaries I want to fight.
Oh, any specific ones?
Maybe Arceus? Depends.
He looks a little taken aback and says, well, you definitely have got so.
I know there's one I only know by name, and another one's that the ice one with that ice castle off the coast of the Sand Continent.
Oh, you're talking about Kyurem?
Yeah.
Oh. I see that you definitely are knowledgeable, though that may be because of your human heritage.
Yeah, I found that's come in handy.
Good. Well, already with you being a human, you would be a pretty important asset to our family. I mean, we already have 2 humans, one of which is our actual leader, and the other one is one of our members.
I look over to the 2 members over here.
No, not them. Our actual leader is a Pikachu. And the other one I'm talking about, well, you will meet them soon enough. Anyway, our job here, our thing we are doing, is we are trying to defeat all of the legendary Pokemon in the world, in order to prove that Pokemon are better than them. normal Pokemon. That we do not need to follow them. That we are our own Pokemon.
I mean, I already defeated Cresselia.
Oh.
Trumpet looks sad about this, and it's not a lie because he does blame himself. There's going to be a reason there's not going to be any dreams for the next few days.
I was wondering about that. Anyway, congratulations to that. But that means you are qualified enough to join us. Have you defeated her by yourself, or have you defeated her with help?
Definitely with help.
Hmm? Who helped you?
The rest of my guildmates.
Yes, he pulls out a piece of paper, reads it over, and says, based on our report, you have arrived recently in town. You were never here before. Except for Aggron. Aggron has been here before. And apparently your team is called Horn. And you are from Treasure City's guild, the Wigglytuff's guild that is currently being led by Lucario. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes, so you are traveling with Garchomp, who used to be a freelancer. And there's almost no information on you. We know here that Aggron used to be a very dangerous bandit.
Oh, that's news to me.
He looks at you and says, our information is always perfect.
So, the Heracross didn't exactly explain much of what your organization even is.
We are loosely united, disunited group of individuals seeking to overthrow the complete control that legendary Pokemon have over normal Pokemon. So that we can bring back the belief that it is actually about us, not about suffering filth into some kind of Pokemon that just happens to be stronger than your average Pokemon. Our entire thing is that we are trying to prove that Pokemon can lead themselves, and there is no reason to even believe that Pokemon like, let's say, Dialga are actually gods. They are just really powerful Pokemon.
So something akin to the Sand Continent, where Galtine is relatively hands-off.
No, there's still statues in the city. Giratina specifically. What we are trying to do is just show all of the Pokemon that these are just Pokemon, just like any other, and there is no reason to follow them as if there was something more.
I agree with you. They are just Pokemon and should be treated as such.
Yes. There are many Pokemon, even of very little power, like the legendary birds, that have entire religions built around them.
Yes, I've met one of them as well. Well, it's from a distance.
Yes. This is what we are trying to
Yeah.
do.
Any Pokemon who tries to flaunt their power over another is not right in my belief.
Exactly. That has always been the most important part of our organization. Our founding members, me included, have built the organization around this idea.
I cannot help but side-eye Malwa when I say that.
She is literally ignoring you and just counting Pokesh right now and just putting it in bags.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do you say?
This definitely does sound like a promising group, but what would my obligations to the group be?
Almost
I was already
none.
told I wouldn't have to leave the guild.
Almost none. It's just that when there is a call to arms, so you need to show up, and we will probably go fight an extremely dangerous Pokemon that could kill us all.
So you wish to overthrow is not exactly the right word, but you wish to equalize the belief towards legendary Pokemon.
Yes.
But you do not wish to exterminate them, correct?
It is impossible to exterminate them, sadly. The Pokemon that has created this universe has apparently made them somewhat immortal.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
But if they get defeated enough times, the belief in their power will diminish. That is what we believe. Because are they really gods if a normal group of Pokemon can defeat them several times over?
And how many times do you wish to defeat them? I mean,
As
I
many
already have
times
heard of.
as many times as it takes, Toucannon.
I already have heard of plenty of stories of Cresselia being defeated. I'm pretty sure the Lucario from my guild did that as well.
Well, and Cresselia is not exactly praised as anything other than a very powerful Pokemon these days.
Yeah.
Why? There's actually many Pokemon in the continent of grass that disrespect us so much that they actually go to different continents to evolve. Me included.
I mean, neither me or Cloudster evolved to these forms on the continent of grass.
Indeed. Not to mention her draconian rules make it very difficult to respect her already.
Toucannon is just tiptoeing around troops. He just nods. I've noticed a lot of things in this world can be quite draconian.
Yes.
I mean, the safety standards around here are terrible.
Oh,
I stumbled upon it.
You probably must hate this building then. We actually bought it cheap.
Yes, right. Yeah, it definitely should be condemned. Like
The-
yesterday I found a sewer drain that didn't have a cover on it.
You hear a snicker from Mobile.
The urge to attack Mobile outright is strong.
But yes. Now, so sadly, this building. Let's just say that reconstruction of this building is very a low priority for us. If anything, we are kinda keeping it on the low because we do not want the guild to learn where we operate from, if possible. The leaders of the guild hold a little bit of a biased opinion against that. Probably because the guild and this town are actually protected by one of these legendary Pokemon.
Well, that was a fact I was not exactly aware of.
He smiles while looking at you and says, underneath this continent is the most powerful water-type Pokemon to have ever existed.
I, the player, I'm blanking on the name of that water legendary. I think I know the one he's talking about. It's the last one.
He actually like kind of leans back, though right now she is not as powerful as she normally could be. She actually managed to cut this entire continent in half many years ago.
Kyogre.
Yes, Kyogre. So, like I said, these days she is not as powerful as she used to be. She was defeated by the Pokemon from the guild, and then that actually calmed her down, from what I understand. She lost her angry form, and is these days very, let's just say, better. She can communicate. Just proves that defeating legendary Pokemon is the way to go. Maybe they do not want to be the way they are either.
Well, Rayquaza isn't as strong as I was told, either.
You are kidding me, right?
Did you not hear that there was a scuffle at his cloud tower?
Oh yes, but Rayquaza has power to destroy the entire world when he feels like it.
I mean, he is also a legendary. Would he also not be a target of yours?
Not yet. He is definitely the tip of the spear, so to say. You cannot
Like I said,
you cannot get to the tip of the spear without cutting yourself.
Oh, like I said, I've got beef with Arceus.
That is outside of the spear. You don't even know how to reach that.
I hope it's not outside the ambitions of your group.
I would assume that once we defeat all of them, he would present himself. And if not, then it doesn't matter. If he doesn't present himself, that means he doesn't even wish to challenge our claim. Automatic win is quite boring, but it is effective.
Well, I'm definitely interested in your group. As I said, Heracross didn't exactly discuss much, but this is something that I feel I would need to discuss with the rest of my group.
Good. In that case, it is up to you. By the way, you don't actually have to join with the rest of your group. You can join as one of us here. Again, you are not actually obligated to leave your guild or leave your team. It's just when the time comes, we will contact you and we will need your help.
Alrighty then.
He picks up a piece of paper, he reads through it and says, our current target is actually a target on the continent of grass.
I listen intently.
It is a Pokemon of life, known as Xerneas.
I had plans to confront Xerneas.
He nods to himself and says, in a week we are planning to slay him.
As much as I do agree with making sure that legendaries are actually seen as equals and not superiors, there is also the potential repercussions. For example, Cresselia and No Dreams for the next few days. Do we actually know what the repercussions are for slaying Xerneas?
We don't actually know. Part of this is actually also somewhat of a research thing where we are trying to figure out what will actually happen when they get slain. Because Xerneas has never been slain before.
So they have to be slain, we can't just defeat them and overpower them.
We could defeat Xerneas, it's just a paper for the legendary. Well, you actually did, so you know what happens.
Yes.
You see, a legendary usually enters something called a primal state when they get close to being defeated. They gain extreme power. They also lose their ability to think.
Give me a second, I'm writing notes for this.
Sometimes they can enter this state without being brought to low to defeat. And sometimes they don't enter this state at all when they have a lot of control over their emotions.
Well, like I said, I will ponder this over and I will talk with our group. Quite a few of our interests align, although again, I am a little worried about not destabilizing the world too much.
He nods. Alright, here we go. He offers you 2 pieces of paper. These are 2 targets for the next 2 weeks.
Take the 2 pieces of paper.
Oh, wait, you are human. Give me a second. He opens one of the shelves and fishes out for 2 different pieces of paper and offers you those instead.
I take those 2 instead.
They are written in English.
Oh, thank goodness. I say.
Yes. Like I said, our leader is actually a human. He actually speaks 14 different human languages apparently.
And here I struggle to study a second language in school.
Well, from what I understand, he's also rather old for a human. Had a lot of time to learn, apparently.
So, with this organization, if I need to get in contact with you, should I just do so via Wondermail?
There are 3 ways you can contact us. 1, Wondermail. That's an expensive way. Second, look for any members of our organization with this arm patch. He points at his armpit with a rainbowy R on it. And third way is go here personally. Do not
Do
use.
Giovanni get transported to the mystery dungeon universe?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god!
He still uses the R, but it's not a rocket. It's actually rainbow.
Like
Yeah,
Rainbow Rocket from
Yes.
Ultra Moon.
Yeah.
How expansive is this organization? I mean,
We have members in
the
every.
continent of sand.
We have members in every major city.
I'm often around Treasure City, as your notes per se. If I need,
Have you heard of a team called AWD?
no.
Then you should know that one member of the team from Treasure City's guild is actually our member.
Oh, so I can talk to them if need be.
Yes. There's also one more member in the Treasure City that is part of our team.
Who might that be?
Have you ever visited a wonderful tavern in Treasure City led by a Pokemon named Dusknoir?
Oh, yes, I've fed his establishment.
Yeah.
He had some run-ins of Spinda.
One of his workers is a member of our little family here. You can tell by him wearing one of our armbands. We actually attempted to recruit Dusknoir, but apparently he's retired after all of the time gear thing.
Yes, I was told about that whole event situation.
It is rather sad. He is one of the more powerful Pokemon in the world.
So, but I read the two names on the paper, by the way. What is the two
So
names?
the first is Xerneas. You know, it has the location. It has information about where he travels, where he sleeps. It literally has his fucking schedule. It has his typing, his potential stats. It's crazy. These motherfuckers have done a lot of research. Now, the other paper literally just has a little drawing, lots of question marks, no information, and lots of, like, notes from, like, eyewitnesses. The only thing they know is that it is a purple, massive flying bird. That can apparently pick up mountains with its mind.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that as well. Wait a second. Word status and routine. That's a good word. It's noted. How do you spell the word routine? It's not a word I normally have to spell.
What do you mean? You mean,
I mean,
this?
Not my. Yeah, that one.
Mono, do you Mono, my boy, I'm Czech, and I know this.
Yeah, I know.
Do you never
Not
feel
every
shame
word is
about
a-
this?
No.
A Czech guy knows English better than you.
I mean, he does come from South Africa.
Oh, stop saying that, Striker. God damn it, I hate when someone uses that as a fucking clutch.
I mean, it's not an excuse; it's an explanation. He should still, try to do better.
So yeah, should I expect you to come back?
Oh, yes.
Also, important thing, please don't report us to the authorities. What we are doing is incredibly illegal in the eyes of the Guild Association, as the Guild Association holds legendary Pokemon in extreme reverence.
Yes, I understand that.
There's also a couple
What is your
legendary.
stance on?
There's also a few legendary Pokemon that we are not planning to defeat, as they have completely assimilated themselves into the society of the Pokemon. You probably noticed that this guild
What is
here.
your-
You probably noticed that this guild has a Pokemon named Deoxys. Deoxys is very obviously a legendary Pokemon of some kind of power, but he doesn't attempt to be godlike, so he is not our target. Neither is Kyogre that lives underneath this continent, as she seems to be rather alright with not being praised.
Is my audio coming through clear, by the way?
Yeah?
Okay. Good.
You
My
were
thing
just-
jumped up to 1,000. So,
Yeah, you were just gotta talk it over me.
Okay. Oh, well, that answers my question about like pseudo legendary Pokemon.
What's a pseudo-legendary Pokemon?
Things like Deoxys and Heatran, Pokemon that are in very low numbers, but some do consider them legendary, even if they're not one-offs.
He tilts his head and says, I think you misunderstand us, Toucannon. We do not see the term legendary Pokemon as some kind of very specific typing. We just use it as a blanket statement about Pokemon that see themselves better than others.
Well, like I said, I'll discuss with my group, but would I be able to ask for any information on 2 Pokemon I would potentially be targeting?
Yes. Once you are part of the family, all of our information network will be at your disposal.
Well, I've already mentioned Kirim.
Yes.
And there's also that one other Pokemon. It's a bit hard to get the name of at the moment. But I do believe. God damn it! Look at the name again. What's the name of that Pokemon that's just a giant letter Y?
I don't know. What is it?
Damn it, internet! Just tell me his name, not the game.
LOL.
I mean, I know, but I'm amused by you struggling now.
I do find it a little amusing how bad he is with names.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that.
Yavatal?
Yeah, whatever he just said.
Mother, do you have a stroke?
I do, and apparently his names start with Y. Anyway, yeah, that one, Kirim, and I say, there's a, well, I'm pretty sure she's regarded as the strongest, Frostlass. She rules Mount Avalanche.
Ah, yes, we have had our eye on her for a little bit. She is definitely one of the targets we will go after at some point.
Well, as it turns out, she's kidnapped my father.
Then you have a really good. Then you have a really good reason to join us, because we would definitely help you with that problem.
Yeah, not my father in particular, but the Pokemon I inhabit's father.
Oh, you're actually inhabiting another Pokemon.
Yes.
See, our leader actually got his own body.
I hope to get my own body eventually as well.
Whoever got him here, which from what I understand was Giratina, Giratina had a really weird sense of humor and turned him into a Pokemon of the one trainer that almost defeated him.
Does your foundation have any ties to the
What's with your names? Why are
I
you
am scrolling.
Why are you
I am
trying to
scrolling-
use names?
I am scrolling through 3 different pages of Pokemon notes trying to find certain things. from
You know
pages
that you can just control F and look things up, right?
Yeah, that's actually a way. I know that now that you told me.
Lol. You are IT apparently.
Hardware, not software. The Foundation. Any connection with the Foundation in the Continent of Sand?
No. Though we do know about them, and one of their members is our member. Also,
I do know
Foundation. Foundation, you mean Federation, right?
Federate, God, yes.
God fucking damn it, Mono. What the fuck? You failed at every step of this conversation.
Your
No,
brain
I
is
don't know
not
why.
braining.
I've been stressed out about bank and money and bullshit for the past 2 weeks, man. And I am working better than you.
Um, well, with that, we will be off.
Alright. Well, I do hope that I'll be able to welcome you to the family.
Yes, we shall see what happens.
Toucannon leaves. We need to blow this place up.
It was really hard for me not to actually tell any lies because I didn't want to end up doing a roll of any dice there.
Yep, as they are leaving, Heracles just as well. How do you go?
It was very informative.
Don't see no armband on you.
I need to talk to the rest of my party and see if I can get them to see things through our eyes.
Alright. Well, just don't screw us over, okay?
Don't I? We leave.
Yep, he leads you downstairs, he opens the door for you and just says, alright, hoping to see you again.
See you around.
Yeah, he just closes the door before vanishing inside. Wabasa just looks at it and says, well, that was a shitty group. You're not actually planning to join them, are you?
Oh, hell. But they did give us a crap ton of information.
That seems to be the one thing they do have, lots of information. I find it kind of funny that they had nothing on me or you.
I mean, we did come from a small island, apparently.
I guess there really is nothing about us.
I had to really resist the urge to attack them all.
You do realize that these guys go after legendary Pokemon, they will probably rip us into pieces.
Hey, we've tussled with legendary Pokemon before.
They did as well.
I sigh. Yeah, I know. Right. At least now we know a lot more than what we did before.
Yeah.
Let's go find the others and fill them in on everything.
Where are they?
I have no idea.
You know, we probably should have, talk about this before we split up.
I mean, at the very least, we'll meet up at the tavern. Not the the tavern /inn.
Yeah.
We'll go tell them everything and see what comes of all this.
He shrugs.
Pick them up and... No, I don't need to pick them up. I'll just walk back to town.
Alright. We're gonna move away from you. We're gonna go to a JoJo team here.
Oh, are you approaching me?
So I'll be right back. I need to take a piss, so be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
Discuss things in the meantime.
You think we could take them?
Yes. Well, I could.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
I probably could as well.
And also, It's been itching at his head, and if I was there with you, Aggron would have made the connection of Giovanni and Team Rocket. Since he's had experience, especially with knowing the whole thing that happened in Alola.
Yeah, my character did not make that connection because he was just a posho worker. So organized crime wasn't too big on his list of things to know.
Well, normally it wouldn't have been, except for it also deals with Pokemon, which was what my character's whole bit is.
Yeah. If they'd said they would actually attack Cresselia, he would have just attacked right there. Yeah, it was really hard not to actually tell any lies, but to like keep the conversation moving.
I get that.
How do you guys think I did?
Did all right. But yeah, once you start talking about this, I could imagine that Aggron's gonna make the connection, and well, he'd be interested in this Pikachu, and showing him that he's doing exactly the opposite of what he's telling these people. You can take the mobster out of the world, but you can't take the mobster out of the individual. I don't know.
So yeah, it looks like because the timing is actually kind of fitting. Cresselia can revive, and then literally the next day is when they plan to attack Xerneas. So we can go back up Xerneas with Cresselia.
Be interesting.
I mean, I'd rather not let the legendary Pokemon of Life die.
I mean, it's probably a good thing to help keep it alive. Just a smidgen.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm back.
So yeah, welcome back. So we never you guys haven't met Team AWD. That was one of yours you missed in your intro or something.
no, I didn't meet any teams in my intro.
Aries knows the team AWD.
Yep, I do.
Anyway, so I need to pour myself a drink.
Who's in Team AWD, Aries?
Hang on. Let me pull up my notes. I know one of them for certain. I don't remember her team, though. One of them is a,
One of them is a scorpion, another is a cobra, and another is a dark eyes little gremlin.
Weavile.
Oh,
That's what they're called. That's what she was called. It was Weavile, yeah.
Oh, okay. I get Weavile and Sableye mixed up all the time.
Well, Sableye is not eyes.
Yeah.
But yes.
As much. Yeah.
Yep.
As
Go.
much as I want to go and inform the guild of this right now, it's like, hey, that team, their base is right there. This is everything they told me. I feel like they've already got people on the inside and would evacuate that place in a heartbeat.
And this might be their way of testing you for loyalty to see if you betray them or not.
Yeah. I get it. You guys have some points that I agree with, just not in that way. Yeah, legendary Pokemon are just Pokemon. doesn't mean you should kill them to make other people think less of them, though.
You know,
Especially when the
it's,
balance of the world rests on them.
the best part, right, is the fact that this is actually the leader got this out of his interactions with the group from Chilling Adventure.
Cleaning up the old messes.
Because Aris probably remembers what his plan was originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got notes saying we gotta go to Cresselia's revival in 6 days, and then on the 7th they go and help Xerneas with
Wow.
his
That's fucking biblical, man.
By the way, it's Weavile, Drapion, and Arbok.
Yes.
one of them is in Team Rainbow R. Group, whatever it is.
Well, Aris probably even knows that, you know, I specifically did mention the armband. But yes.
It might not per se be illegal right now, but if they get reported.
But yeah. Now, you three. Axorus, Garchomp, and Strikey. You have been trading with Garchomp for hours. My god. For fucking hours. At the end, all of you would be exhausted, even him. This was
Don't worry,
What?
I was like, don't worry, I'm sturdy.
Yeah, but you still get exhausted.
Yeah. That was meant to be a little bit of a pun, yes.
I've got stamina.
But yeah, at the end, Garchomp would just exhale and say, "This is a good one. We did it. I think all of you have learned something today."
Garchomp. My younger Garchomp just smiles and nods.
This town is filled with so many weak Pokemon. It feels good and exhilarating to finally train someone who is worth their weight in teeth.
Garchomp actually grins at that and says, I tried my best.
I knock on my shell. I guess I am harder than most teeth.
I mean, yes, you definitely would be, Aggron. It's really fun to see one of such unfortunate birth like you still be as strong as any of ours.
Unfortunate birth?
He points at your Milotic Garchomp.
Oh, the fact that I'm just slightly different?
Yes. It's not
Well,
just
I guess...
it's not just slightly different. It means that there's a lot of implication behind it. Like, for instance, the fact that your Garchomp here, well, his parent could not find the correct mate, so they had to essentially do the best they could do with another one.
For my mother was more so she specifically chose to steer away from, well, our kind.
I've never heard of a Garchomp specifically seeking out being mates with something that is not a Garchomp.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, I don't think she specifically, left to choose a mate, but she left to steer clear away from mating with Garchomp specifically, and then I guess the loneliness just got to her.
Huh. I can imagine why she would wanna leave, but it's not for me to know. That is that is a private matter, and I don't care.
He just shrugged.
I am just like every Garchomp. When I was but a wee lad, I didn't even meet my parents.
I mean, that's something we have in common. I don't know my parents.
Well, I mean, you are Aggron. You kinda have it similar with our kind.
Yeah, tend to just leave our young to fend for themselves, and they either eat them out or they don't.
He hits his chest, but he makes the strongest of species.
Guessing one of them was at least the Tyranitar. Interesting mating, I guess.
Again, it is not for me to comment on that. I have my own opinion about it. And while I do feel sorry for both of you, it has not weakened you one bit. So there's not too much to be sorry about.
Perhaps it was actually the reason we are as strong as we are.
He actually laughs and says, yeah, sure then, buddy. Maybe when you have a couple 100 years under your belt.
Or a couple of fights with some gods.
Why, I even had a nice scuffle with the protector of this town. Taking a full hit from her was really fun when she was at her full power. And then, I just threw a building at her. That was fun.
I actually kind of nods says, it was pretty exhilarating getting hit with Mew's attack. Both of them.
I don't even know what Mew is.
Child of Arceus. I just kind of wave a claw.
There's a lot of those.
Well, I mean, no, they're...
Arceus was obviously going around a lot.
Supposedly they're the children of Arceus, and they kind of help spawn everything else.
Oh, that means they have to be big and really strong.
Actually, I kind of gesture for the size of Mew. Says, no, they're about that big.
Oh, that's strange. You would think that something that spawns something like me indirectly would be bigger and stronger.
Well, I mean, they've got all that power inside of them. They don't need to show it on the outside. It's all inside.
Again, not for me to know. If they ever show up and they wanna fight, I'm gonna beat them up. Simple as.
I give you a thumbs up. Good luck with that, because, well, they kind of destroyed the building we were in when I fought.
Like I said, I took a full ice beam from Primal Kyogre to the face.
Garchomp shudders when he hears Ice Beam.
He looks at you and says, yes, full ice beam from the most powerful water-type Pokemon to have ever existed. At the height of her power, no less.
That sounds oddly intriguing.
I know, right? It was wonderful. It almost killed me. And then I threw a building at her. And she was like, oh, not it, and left.
And it makes me want to go against Groudon.
Well, too late.
Oh?
Groudon has been recently slain.
No.
It's going to be at least 2 more cycles before he is back.
That's annoying.
He was found by some kind of group, whoever they were, in the icy northern area of this world.
Well, they gotta be at least worth a challenge then.
Yes, and Kyogre these days is not worth a challenge though. She's weak and just cute and just like takes care of Pokemon. Pfft.
Well, I was kind of thinking about the challenge with, going against my opposing type, but that just sounds boring.
And Groundon is dead, so you're too late on that one. Honestly, most of the fun, really powerful Pokemon are either dead or hiding somewhere because they are too weak to face me. But never mind. You have been trained. If you ever want more training, come to me. Don't come to anyone else. Everyone else will give you bad teachings. I will gladly teach you how to take hits and then return them.
Oh, I'm already really good at taking hits.
I mean, yes. But I'm talking about taking hits without that. He points at the ring.
Oh, I can't even take this off now as I tug at it.
I mean, you can always remove the arm.
I don't know if I could actually with this on.
Huh. Well, congratulations, you just found yourself in a very interesting situation, but it makes you stronger, so who cares?
I could pause like, you want what? I'm curious. Do you think you could try to take the arm off?
Are you sure about this?
I mean, we just take me back to town and they heal me, right?
Not if you have a missing arm, my friend. That stays.
Eh. Well, then it makes life more challenging.
I don't feel like crippling someone I was just teaching.
Fair enough. You want to see me succeed before you take have me take that challenge.
No, you see, I may not look like it, but I'm actually kinda old now. And the last thing I want is to cripple the next generation.
You know, you remind me of one of my early teachers.
Oh?
Yeah, grouchy old bastard, but he taught me everything there is to know about rock and steel type Pokemon.
Wait, did you just call me grouchy and old?
No, I called my teacher grouchy and old.
Oh.
He was really good at what he did, though. He took us in all the least hospitable places to teach us, stay overnight. Very little comforts there, but learned a lot.
Oh, if you want inhospitable, there's not too far away from here is a volcano.
Is that where Heatran is?
I mean, that's difficult to say. The guy travels between different volcanoes across the world.
That's fair.
Heard he's never in one place for a long period of time.
Well, I mean, the magma must flow.
Yeah. I bet he's hiding from me.
Or maybe he's disappointed that he can't fight you in your prime.
Well, to be honest. He touches his emerald brace. My prime is still with me. When it's needed.
Garchomp looks at his own just wonderingly.
What? Have you ever actually tasted it?
He gives like the faintest shake of his head.
I do have to tell you, it is addicting. The first time you do it, it feels like the best food you ever had.
Food.
Yes. And then, when it's over, the world goes dark, and then you wake up and you feel this void in you. This emptiness that only that thing can fill.
That's tempting. I do enjoy food.
Anyway, you guys are done. You are free to go now. But if you
Yep,
wish
let me
to,
look.
but if you wish to train some more, or challenge the dojo behind me, well, you are free to do that as well.
I'm gonna look outside the dojo. Like, look out the windows.
It's dark.
We should probably get back and rest. We've got a competition to win tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be.
Toucannon,
You guys are
Cloud
gonna be
probably already
doing.
back.
You guys are gonna be doing the race.
Why not?
Yeah, we figured, mate. Why not?
Don't you know that you are supposed to have a water type for that?
I smell
have
says
a
read
water type.
type when you can swim.
Good point.
Besides,
That
we also
and-
have a water type as well.
Yes, that. And a flying type.
Oh then, like I said, you are free to go. Do your best, go out there and crush your enemies.
Garchomp just nods with a lot on his mind.
Yeah, he just
So-
goes back.
Thank
Before-
you.
Wait, before you guys go, you guys are at the dojo, right?
Yes.
This is where Toucannon would have headed to after leaving the the warehouse building.
Oh, you say you're gonna be going back to the inn.
It was either the inn or the warehouse. It was depending on the time.
But for you, it was like late afternoon, like I said.
If it's too soon, then I'll say the inn. That way I don't interrupt your guys' thing.
I mean, what would you do? That's the important question right there.
Probably the dojo. It was where we were originally heading to before we hit an event.
Okay. Also, guys, I'm looking at the Discord thing, by the way, and yes, I even have like a bucket loss and such, so I don't like. Is my voice fucked up, guys?
No.
Not anymore.
What do you mean, not anymore?
Like when we were doing my stuff, I was at 1,000 for some reason, but then it stabilized.
Was this happening
I
to
didn't hear
anyone
anything.
else?
No.
No.
Alright. Well, boys. So you would be going to do dojo, right, Toucannon?
Yep.
Alright, Toucannon. You will arrive in front of the dojo. What would you do?
Enter the building.
You enter the building and you can see your friends currently in a training session with Garchomp. It looks like, well, imagine 4 extremely strong muscle men basically having a training montage together.
It's just flexing at each other.
I will not interrupt them. I will just sit to the side or in the waiting room, wait for them to be finished.
Alright. You would be waiting like 2 hours, by the way.
Yeah. Unlike me in real life, Toucannon can be quite patient.
Alright. So, as you would, you know, wait for them, eventually they would be done. They would do that whole thing. And you would see Garchomp, you know, just go back to the middle. And, you know, just sit down and, you know, chillax.
When I see that, then I fully approach. Hey guys.
Oh, hey. How was your day?
Quite interesting. I have a lot to talk to you guys about.
Oh God, what'd you do this time?
You guys remember that Heracross with the red rainbow band?
Yes.
Yeah, I he took me to his like organization's building, and there's a lot to discuss about that.
This is something we should wait until we're in our room to discuss.
I looked to the normal looking Garchomp.
Garchomp is just sitting down and relaxing.
I mean, either way's fine.
Then I'll leave that up to you when you decide to bring it up. I'm just gonna start walking.
Well, I'll wait till we get back to the tavern so we can all talk in private then.
Alright. So you go back to the tavern. At the tavern, you can see everyone's favorite. You see Datrix and 2 Rowlets currently just, you know, one of them is, you know, cleaning the floor, and another one is putting books in a bookshelf. Datrix looks at you guys and says, "Ah, welcome back.
Hello.
Thank
Are you here for another day?"
Yes.
you. He'll just nod.
Well, then we all know. All know how this goes.
He will nod
Look
again.
over to. I'll look over to
Same
Ares.
room.
Do is Harris?
Same room.
Yes. It is still open for you.
He will nod that. Thank you. I forget, was this the one where they do it free or? do they charge at this one? I forget.
I don't know.
Remember that bit?
I don't know. Does anyone remember?
I don't.
I remember we did go to one tavern at some point. I don't remember if it was this one where
That
they
was on the continent
just-
sand.
Okay, that wasn't the continent sand. Well, then I guess he would look at him and ask, "All right, how much for another night?"
Everything included, 30 poke.
He just nods and pulls out 30 Pokesh.
He's gonna
and
take it.
puts it on the counter for him.
He's just gonna take it, and he's gonna offer you the key again.
He will take the key.
Was that
Alright.
30 for
And then-
all of us, or 30 of us? For 30 for each.
It's 30 for the room.
Oh,
And then he will head up into the room.
yep, I'll follow.
Yep, it is your room. No one has taken it. No one had a chance really to take it.
Fair enough.
But yeah. You guys find your way back in the room. A somewhat familiar room now for you.
A little bit.
What do?
I sit down, take out the apple. I'm gonna start eating that.
Nom nom nom. Put the apple in the thing if you are eating it.
Well, I have a lot to tell you about my day. But first off,
Oh,
how was
boy.
your day? And he looks over to Haxorus.
Axus looks at you and
Wait.
says, "Huh?
What's with the change of music?
Don't worry about it."
Oh no.
Yeah, Axus looks at it and says, "Ax, I traveled with the Garchomp and Aggron. I have learned city is still big.
Yeah, it is pretty big. Did you at least have fun?
She nods.
Good.
I had food.
We had some food as well, some spicy ramen.
Okay, you said you had some important things to talk to us about. Are you gonna get into that?
Yes, yes. Alright. So when we got out of the shop from having the food, yeah, I was waiting. I didn't know if she was gonna say anything more or if that was just.
No,
the
you
end of
know
the
how she
conversation.
talks.
I know. That's why I'm like, is she continuing? Is she not continuing? That's just what she's what it's like talking to her. Yeah, it's a fun quirk. Alright, I came across a Baneri stuck in a sewer drain.
Okay.
Alright.
It turns out one of the Pokemon from that R ribbon group assaulted her and pushed her into the sewer drain.
Alright.
With the help of some rope, we were able to free Baneri and take her back to the orphanage.
That's good.
Yeah. Clouter is going to help the orphanage mistress tomorrow with the kids.
He nods.
And yeah, yes, it's a date. I've confirmed it.
It's not a date.
Anyway, we then went and reported the incident to the guild, and as luck would have it, afterwards we were confronted by that same Heracross we encountered yesterday. And I actually took them up on their offer to go and meet the Rainbow R group.
Hmm.
So I know where they're stationed. It's a really badly maintained building. Like seriously, should be condemned. I'm worried. I was worried Cloudwitch's weight was going to set it off. Let alone you guys.
Toucannon.
Yes, focus. Anyway, the Maliwa was there, but god damn, why do I hate this Pokemon so much? Why did you have to this? Mowile. Why is this one? What is up with it? Why? The letters arranged in this particular fashion, my brain just does not like.
I'm sorry, continue, I'm on mute.
Anyway, the Mowile who did assault Baneri was in fact there, but it was a bit of an advantageous position to confront them. That and the guild was still making their report on that. Poor Baneri was stuck down in that sewer drain for 2 days. Could have died. Yeah. Also, I'm going to go see them after the race. They're going to come watch us. So wave to the kids if you see them. Yeah, anyway. It turns out the Rainbow R is a group of Pokemon that are going to dedicate themselves to hunting legendaries.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it is. It is quite bad. They believe legendary shouldn't be worshipped and should just be seen as regular Pokemon, which I can agree with that, but I don't agree with that in the sense of them wanting to hunt down and kill legendary Pokemon to erode their reputation.
But they're not ordinary Pokemon. The foundation of this particular world is literally built on them.
Yeah, I know. I meant like treat them as ordinary Pokemon and like emotional wise, but I know. It's either way. They kind of don't care what's like. They're not overly concerned what's going to happen when they start killing legendary Pokemon. In fact, they might have already started doing that.
Yeah, well, yeah, they killed Groudon.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
And whose bright idea was it to make this group and run this? This seems like so dumb.
Well, it turns out it was a human that was turned into a Pikachu as a form of irony because they were defeated by a human with a Pikachu. Well, that's at least what I could get from the other human there.
No. That. Give me a moment, and go ahead and continue. I'm just gonna try think about this because it can't be who I think it is.
Well, either way, it was really hard to like not lie to them, but I didn't want to confront them and that Pokemon until I had you guys' help. We are so going to tell the guild, but I'm also worried that if we tell the guild, it might leak to them, and then they might just relocate themselves, and we can't find them. Because apparently they've got a lot of different underground connections. For instance, they knew all about you, Garchomp, and turns to Aggron. They knew more about you than you know about yourself.
Well, yeah, I don't know anything about myself.
Did you know the Pokemon you're inhabiting was like a bandit raider sort of thing?
I think I just said I don't know anything about myself.
Yeah, I know. I'm letting you know, like.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me too much. I mean, Aggrons are kind of a solitary nature, and if he had any sort of parentage with a Tyranitar, they are aggressive and extremely territorial batch, so he could have gotten the personality from either one.
Well, so aside from having multiple members, they also have some Team Rainbow R members in our own guild and town. Well, every town apparently, but also ours, Treasure Town. I haven't met them, but I was told it was Team AWD.
Alright, Garchomp.
Yes.
You would know that that is a team that very commonly frequents Capim Town.
Oh. I've seen them a few times.
And you would know that they have a safe house in Puchina village.
Yep, especially considering that he has probably been to the Puchina village.
Yeah.
He actually kind of raises an eyebrow at that and says, "That's interesting. I know that."
Yeah, well, one of them is a member. Also, one of Dusknoir's workers is a member at Dusknoir's bar.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah, go on.
Pokemon become guild members. All kinds of Pokemon become guild members, so I definitely don't see any reason why there wouldn't be a lot of Pokemon wanting to become this weird team.
Yeah, because apparently you can they're perfectly fine with taking people who are in guilds and letting them stay in guilds. The only thing they want is for you to answer their summons when they plan their attacks. Which kind of brings me on to the second topic, and I pull out the two info target sheets, which I just realized Garchomp probably can't read.
Oh yeah, is it Garchomp from Hoenn?
I'm from Hoenn.
Sorry, not Garchomp. Aggron, aren't you from Hoenn?
I am.
Isn't Hoenn Japanese?
Yes, it is. But I've also been traveled around the world.
Would your character know English?
Enough to be able to communicate with other professors, so probably.
Oh, okay, not a problem. But yeah, Garchomp would not be able to read this.
I'm sure there's a ton of research papers that'd be in English.
Yeah.
Just looks like nonsense to me.
Squiggles.
Let's see.
Looks similar to Unknown, but in a weird way.
It translates well to Unknown.
Yeah, so basically they got two targets. One of them they don't have a lot of information on. They're referring to it as a big purple bird, legendary. Not 100% sure which one that is.
Do they know anything more about it other than it's a big purple bird?
There is a drawing on it.
What's the drawing look like?
Well, it is a drawing of it mid-flight, and it looks like purple Articuno. And it also mentions that it is extremely psychically powerful. Witnesses have reported that it picked up an entire mountain at one point.
I want to pull out the depiction of Lunala that we have and see how it compares.
It doesn't compare very much.
And yeah, so that one is one that they're planning to attack in the next 2 weeks. But more troubling is this one. I pull out the second piece of paper.
I'll look.
Xerneas. See, I can pronounce that name.
What's wrong with Mawile?
I don't know. I just struggled to read it for some reason.
Well, that could be bad. If when we were correct after they defeated words fail me. Giratina, they didn't have any death noticed. What would happen if they, took out the Pokemon alive? Would that mean that don't have, life happening?
I did actually ask them, and they don't know what will happen, but that's not their big concern.
So they want to prove a point to other Pokemon by attacking legendaries, which are the foundation of their world. The what? Prove that, oh yes, they're Pokemon too. Well, of course everyone fucking knows they're Pokemon, but that doesn't mean they're not important Pokemon.
Yeah, like I said, that I can understand their ideology. It's just the way that they want to get there is wrong. Yes. So we're gonna have to do something about this. I mean, I'd say because the timing actually fits pretty nicely. Southern's going to revive in 6 days, and they're going to attack this legendary in 7 days. We could ambush them because whoever they they may come in force. Like they probably will come in force for this. So
And their
we
leader
could
might want
report,
to be there, see this as well.
yeah, because we could report them now, and in fact, I have already reported the Pokemon that assaulted the orphan. I will do
Good.
anything to avoid saying that name.
Um,
But yeah, I'm a bit worried if we do share this information with the guild, that it will get leaked,
well,
and then
obviously,
we lose the opportunity.
well, I get the feeling that if they're operating in this town, the guild either knows about their existence and where they're at, or they have an inn at there, and they can get notified if someone spills the beans on them, and it also is a way of proving people's loyalty. Because perhaps whoever we would report this to is the inn at the guild. Be a great that I mean, if they're in town, I'd be surprised that they're still in operation unless someone's protecting them.
Oh,
Because if this is run by who I think it is, they're not dumb.
oh, by the way, as this conversation is going, you have noticed that Garchomp is kinda quiet.
I thought that
Garchomp?
was just Aries.
Garchomp?
Yes.
There is, when you are hearing this talk about the defeating legendaries, there's something within you that stirs.
Oh.
Yeah, like a urge to go and join them. Urge to fight the legendaries, to prove yourself.
Yes. That side of me, yes. He definitely would be very quiet, and he would also be looking very thoughtful.
Oh yeah, continue. Sorry.
So, yeah. They did contemplate targeting Dusknoir, as well as the legendary at this place, but they've decided against that now because they approve of how Dusknoir is living amongst
Actually,
Pokemon.
no, you're confused. They said that they wanted to recruit Dusknoir.
Yeah.
Recruit. Yeah.
Whatever think it was targeting the Deoxys here, but both Kyogre and Deoxys are Gucci.
Yeah. So, they also completely on board with potentially targeting the Frostlass because of how powerful and dangerous she is.
I mean, I could see that.
Should also mention the fact that they don't see the legendary thing as what a legendary thing actually is supposed to be.
Thought I mentioned that before. Yeah, basically they just they don't see legendary Pokemon as legendary. Yeah, I definitely mentioned that before.
No. As in, they don't go after specific legendary Pokemon. They go after any Pokemon that sees themselves better than others.
Oh, yeah,
that
that.
particular. Yeah. So they mainly just want to knock extremely powerful Pokemon down a few pegs.
Does that mean they attack any of their members if they get that way?
I shrug. I don't know. I didn't exactly bring up the whole fact that one of their members threw a orphan down a sewer drain.
Because if this is run by the same guy, I think it is. That was kind of his whole MO back in my world.
Now, they definitely have problems, and I don't think I would stand with them, but at the same time, I feel like we should all go and talk to them again.
Right. Well, we can go talk with them, I suppose. Also, when we ambush them, it would be best to take out their leader, or at least learn more about their leader, because yeah, this sounds way too familiar.
Well, did you want to talk to them now, or did you want to wait to ambush them in 6 days? Or 7 days?
Toucannon, my man, we just spent the day in the gym learning moves. I am exhausted.
Yeah, this whole time, like Garchomp was also like slowly curling up into a bed while listening to you.
Oh, and here I thought you were steady.
He turned the joke around on you.
Listen, just because I can stand, I could probably stand while sleeping right now, just doesn't mean I'm still not tired.
All right. So, again, did you want to confront them tomorrow, or are we going to confront them, or are we going to ambush them? Which one is it?
We have a competition that we're signed up for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know exactly. So we're going to be tired after that. So that's another day. Plus, one of their members is now going to be wanted for attempted murder.
Look, you know, we just keep an eye on things. We go with your plan where we're vibing with them for the time being. Priscilla wakes up, we grab her, we teleport to Xerneas, we kick their butts, and we take care of it then.
All right, good to know.
If we ambush them now, well, we might not get everybody or the people in charge.
Garchomp, could you, at the very least, let Eevee and Lucario know? Because again, like, we're going to keep it small, but having at least those two potentially with us would be good.
I can send the Wonder Mail right now, but I highly doubt they'll be able to come with us. Actually, that's not a good idea. Because we're not even supposed to be here right now.
Also, if we notify them, they'll just notify the guild over here.
Well, we'd have to explain to them why they shouldn't do that.
Why don't we just take care of it ourselves and then explain afterwards?
Yeah.
I mean, if
that seems to be how we. Go ahead.
If you think we're strong enough to hunt Pokemon that hunt legendaries, then sure.
Well, I'm sure they probably do whatever tactics, and we're ambushing them. So.
And generally, Pokemon like that are expecting to face off against one powerful Pokemon.
I would just feel a little better if we at least told Eevee.
Do you really think Eevee would actually get involved?
Even if they don't, at least they know what's going on.
And need I remind you, we're technically... He kind of thinks for a second. We're about, 2 weeks away by normal boat travel? Something like that?
Yeah.
Points to Cosmom.
And what about him?
Are you really just saying we were worried about traveling time?
That he sighs and says, I'm talking about how Eevee gets here, because I'm not just going to have Cosmom teleport me over and then just kidnap Eevee and come back.
No, I was meaning we were informing, because this is going to happen at the lake in a week. I was meaning informing Eevee of that, not asking Eevee to come here and help us deal with problems.
Actually, that's not a terrible idea to have the other guild members waiting to assist with the ambush.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
No, you weren't.
Yes, it was.
You didn't give it enough explanation there for it to sound like that.
I've had an eventful day.
You made it sound like you wanted to bring Eevee with us to do the ambush.
The ambush in a week in a different continent.
Clavitzer is just going to hand his claw, wave his claw, and just say, "It's alright, Aggron. Give him a break. He saved a kid today."
Yeah. You get one a day.
Alright.
Let's rest, worry about what we have to do tomorrow, and then we'll worry about beyond that.
Things just keep getting more and more complicated. I miss the days where you could just punch something and it'd be over with.
I know Aggron, or I'm Aggron. I know Garchomp. Let's just take it one day at a time, and we'll try to uncomplicate everything.
He nods.
Also, like, this is definitely for the next 3-4 days away. Would you guys mind if we stopped by Trumbeak's home, like, just see what's going on there?
Yes, Finn. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said because I was reading. No, sorry.
Toucannon asked if we can stop at Trumbeak's home island before heading back in like 2 days or 2 to 3 days.
He just kind of shrugs and says, as long as Evie or Lucario don't notice we're gone and force us to come back, that's fine.
So, out of character, weren't we also supposed to go to some resort that we had tickets for?
Yes.
Man, the amount of stuff we are packing into this week.
Yeah, that's the plan. It's just to have a week of just trying to relax, probably failing, and doing some exciting stuff in the meantime instead.
The best thing is I'm giving you so many outs to chill, and you never do.
Guys,
I'm
we should chill.
trying. I want to go do this fun competition to prove that we can swim better than the water types.
Yeah. Me, Bell, Toucannon over here. Hey guys, I've stumbled across an organized crime ring.
Sorry, organized crime ring of basically monster hunters.
Yeah.
I mean, look at their leader.
Also, I don't see why visiting Toucannon's home island wouldn't be part of a relaxing vacation.
Also, hey, Frinkles, welcome to the stream. Yes, this is Mystery Dungeon Tabletop RPG that we are doing. Hope you will enjoy the session. I will not be reacting to the chat too much because I'm also the DM.
So, tomorrow we do the competition and then we have fun with some orphan kids.
Okay, you didn't have to say it like that.
Even Garchomp sighs at that.
Toucannon, do you always have to put things in the worst way possible?
Alright, I'm done with this. Garchomp rolls over in the bed he had laid in and just starts focusing on trying to sleep.
And then the next day we go and see what's up with that resort. And the day after that, we go to Toucannon's Island.
Oh my fucking god.
Making itinerary.
I sit. I look over at Garchomp before he falls asleep. Says, "You know, Garchomp, times like this, I kind of wish I could just immerse myself in mindless violence to relax in."
He actually lifts his head, gives you like a respectful nod, and then lays his head back down.
At the end of this, you guys are actually gonna be joining with Giovanni. But yes, is there anything...
Honestly, Garchomp didn't see any problem with what you described, by the way.
But yeah, is there anything anyone would like to do before sleeping?
Nah.
Nope.
Alright, give me a second. I need to click on the updated sheets for Clovitzer and Haxorus. This is where you guys can spend your XP if you have any XP to spend.
6.
And I will remove your D6s. And if you are ready to go, just move it back onto the orange. Yeah, if you are ready, move your thingy back onto the orange. You know them rules, and so do I.
Yes, the rules.
Tomorrow you guys are gonna be dealing with a raise. Amazing raise.
I'm gonna increase my will.
Oh, amazing grace.
There's gonna be some interesting members to that race, by the way.
You know what? I think I am going to spend. And I think I'm finally going to put a point in Clash because the more I think about it, the idea of letting someone hit me and then I hit them is kind of appealing for how my build is right now. Because I can survive pretty much any hit and then I just hit them back even harder.
I grow 1 level because my, I think it's 1 level because my will increased.
I got 1 level.
By the way,
Freckles
says, remember not to be nice to them as DM. Let's face it, water Pokemon suck.
I mean, I didn't want to say it.
Clouter was the first to die in this game.
Oh my god. But he got better.
True.
So how are you guys gonna deal with the fact that you don't have a water type for the water part of the triathlon?
I mean, I can surf. We've got Cloud Surf.
Does Clovis have surf?
Clouter's busy.
He should have surf.
Yeah, he has surf and dive. So yeah, he could do it as well.
The only one of us who doesn't have surf is
dive.
Toucannon.
I already told you guys he's busy tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I also have surf and dive.
Right.
Clouter has a date. You guys aren't going to stop him from going to his date.
Hey, they almost stopped you.
Tried to facilitate his date. You know, I tried to not interrupt his date.
True wingman over here.
True wingman.
Well, it seems like you need all the wing power you need, or you can get.
Right. So you guys, please, talk, discuss your things, and when you are done, move your D6 onto the orange. I'm gonna go make some coffee, so be right back.
Okay.
So I might have forgotten. Are we here without the guild's knowledge?
Yes.
Is that really like? Didn't they give us a week off anyway?
They told us to relax, but to stay close.
I mean, look, when we have a Pokemon that can teleport, if he starts to stay close, we could be on the other side of the continent and we can be close. Would your characters want to help entertain the orphans after the race?
Probably not.
I'm ambivalent. For Aggron's definitely a go with the flow kind of mindset. So
I'm doing it again. I'm making a list of things to try and do.
leave
Oh
man.
boy.
Right, I've updated my list of things to do. A while. Momo would be a pretty tough Pokemon to actually hit. There's a Fairy and Steel. That's a lot of defensive stuff together.
I mean, I guess my Steel type would be potentially effective against it.
Yeah, it's super weak to Steel.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's just regular weak to Steel.
Well, I still have Metal Claw, so.
I think the only thing it has as a weakness is fire and fighting. Oh, and ground.
No, I could always swap in a ground. No, I've still got Earthquake, so there's always that.
Oh yeah. It's immune to poison. It's immune to dragon. Oh, not even fighting. Just fire and ground. I just realized these guys would love to have that item we have. The one that summons legendaries. The Enigma machine. Or not legendaries, but powerful Pokemon.
We cannot let that get in the hands of the Team Rainbow.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That and the Necrozma.
Oh yeah, the Necrozma thing on my person. But yeah, no, I got that Earthquake. That should be effective against the Mawile if it comes to that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we ambush them, I just use Earthquake on their entire team. It'll probably hurt most of them. And
We do.
you're immune. Clouster's the only one who would take full damage, and I think
I'm back.
Haxorus would be resistant.
I would
But
like,
we do also need to
guys,
wait for that to be legal.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me. By the way, I would like to say that my other neighbor is hammering something and drilling at 8 in the morning, by the way.
What a butt.
Yeah, so... Not the one that I talked to, the other one.
The one that's a butt.
So, yeah. I would like to apologize. I may have to mute every now and then.
It is okay.
Are
I
you-
know
are-
that
are you-
feeling all too well.
Okay, are you done with your shit?
Yes.
Is there anything you need me
Yeah.
for?
Nope.
In that case,
A hug would be nice.
give me the longest hands.
Like that one enemy in Little Nightmares.
I don't actually know. Anyway,
Ah.
I played it but once and that was a long time ago. It wasn't super memorable.
Yeah.
But yes. My dudes, it is morning. You awaken.
Yes.
So, as you guys are, asleep, you awaken to something hitting the window.
I will look at the window.
Will, like, open one eye and it, like, just turns to the window.
You can see that there is something new in the window.
Oh boy.
The new thing is Peach's head that just went through the window and is currently unconscious.
Open.
There's a
Oh, there's the
breathy
knocking.
scythe Garchomp.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
We may have to end early because apparently they are gonna be knocking at fucking 8 a.m.
The fuck?
I'm pretty sure that's actually illegal on some level.
Usually 8 a.m. is the starting point where they can start doing that.
Oh, that is so shitty.
Yeah.
Like, how many people sleep right now? What about people who have night shift jobs?
In a lot of legal sense, a lot of them care.
I really wanna continue, guys, but like, this is loud as fuck.
I mean, I personally don't hear anything, so I guess how much does it bother you?
It bothers me quite a lot, and I'm not sure if people on stream can hear it. Yeah, they can. I just saw it.
I heard
it.
one thump that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the noise gate on Discord is better than the noise gate
For
in OBS.
That is fair. And I don't particularly want to end early, considering that all we've done pretty much is talked to Team Rocket and
Well,
slept.
I cannot do much about
But-
this, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but considering the circumstances, we may have to.
Like, this is like the worst fucking time.
What a bunch of assholes.
Like, the worst thing is Mono actually knows that these people lately have been knocking at like in the afternoon, right? They are knocking in the morning, they are knocking at any point. Nothing is fucking
Yeah,
holy
they-
for them.
Yeah, they've been rather. It's just weird.
Yeah, they are basically new neighbors that we have and they have been absolutely atrocious.
Oh no.
Yeah, because like the old lady that used to live here, she's not here anymore, right? She left, and she got replaced by this guy with this woman, and they are like very loud, and they're doing this. Like, I have no idea what the fuck are they doing over there.
Angry sex.
No, it's knocking. It's like hammering and drilling.
Like I said, very angry sex.
It's with drill and a hammering.
Yeah,
You
you
know-
know, just put the dildo on the end of the drill and it spins real fast inside her.
But So yeah, we are probably gonna have to stop, guys.
Oh, well, that's understandable. It sucks.
I legit cannot do anything about this, and you know, people on stream would tell you that this is obnoxious as fuck and loud.
I'm not denying it, and like I agree, it sucks, but
Oh.
I don't blame you.
Well, at least you guys did your stats and such, and next time we are gonna be able to do the race.
Yee.
So I'm just gonna save the table. Next week,
My knife off.
next week, you know, you guys get XP for the session, by the way, all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Two. No, I'm okay. We will never get the stuff out of that tree. What? But yeah. So something. I'm gonna allow the flip. Flip is allowed. Alright. So something. Thank you everyone for watching. We are gonna be here in 2 days for another mystery dungeon session if my fucking new neighbors are gonna fucking allow it.
I'm stuck in cock about it.
Bye.
So yeah, bye bye.